Okay, I'm live. Time to do some tarot readings. Getting like notifications on my phone right as I'm beginning here. All right, how do we sound? How do we sound? How do we sound? How do we sound? Clearly, we sound good. And if I make enough money during this live stream, we're going to sound even better because I'll be able to order a new microphone. All right, got the donation link in the chat. So I'll say again, if anyone watches this one, it's not live, if they find the unlisted version and they're under the wrong impression, I am not here to entertain anyone. I'm not here to talk the whole time. I'm here to give people readings who want readings, so you can dislike this video all you want. It's not going to change my mind. I'm not here to do anything other than give people readings and chat with people if they want to chat. That's if people want that. I'm not going to sit here and talk the whole time. It's not my job to entertain you. So if you don't like it, unsubscribe. If you're not already subscribed, then stop watching the video, I guess. Or the saved copy of the stream. What is my hair doing? Yeah, and even my readings themselves are not entertainment. They are meant to give people spiritual advice and insight, valuable spiritual advice and insight, hopefully. Now, if people who come to me want to treat them as entertainment, that's fine. As long as I have a paying customer, then I'll give them the reading that they ask for. And if they want to consider entertainment, that's perfectly fine. It's just that for me, when I'm delivering the reading, my goal, my intention is to give the best spiritual insight into their question or subject or situation as I possibly can. So this is not entertainment. This is spirituality. Anyway, with all that said now, we shall just wait and see if anyone would like a reading. Wow, I didn't realize so many ads were added to my stream from earlier. Jeez, I just looked at that. Oh well, whatever. I've seen myself before the way YouTube works. It's not like every little mark where there's an ad break necessarily display an ad for people. If it gets to be too much, I guess people can just tell me. So the astrology stream I did earlier was fun. Got into a lot of stuff during that. It's even more fun than I was really expecting, actually. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on currently. I would have kept going longer too if I had more time. But maybe next week or 2 weeks from now or something, I'll do an extended astrology stream. Okay, so I guess one thing I can do while I wait is I can straighten out my cards. So I guess I'll do that. Rather than let them remain so bent all the time. So my vibration's a little bit screwed up tonight, I suppose. Not anything too bad, but it's annoying as hell. Some people might say that spiritual people shouldn't have that opinion. Well, who says I'm calling myself a spiritual person entirely? I'm just kidding. I'm a very spiritual person, but I think that everyone should chart their own path, not try to hold themselves to some standard. There are people that will say, oh, well, spiritual people should be like this and be like that. And I say, well, I think a truly spiritual person should be honest about how they feel, what they think and how they feel. It's my definition of spirituality. Well, one of them. Anyway, just getting my cards straightened out right now. You agree, Jenny? Thank you. Glad I'm not the only one. Hey there, it's me, Ariel. Are you interested in a tarot reading? I also should make sure I mention more often from now on that I will also do birth chart readings if people want, but for those I do have to ask for $20 because they do take more time and effort on my part. But if people want them, I will give birth chart readings for $20. Otherwise, tarot readings, of course, I'll give for any amount. Looks like I'm more than halfway through my deck now, getting the cards nice and straightened out. Feel the way about my mom and her religious beliefs. I embrace the old and the new, being 42, and sometimes her old beliefs can feel like someone is strangling me. Oh, geez. Yeah, it's understandable. Yeah, even for me, like, I mean, I'm more about like newer beliefs and like, I don't know, kind of like new agey stuff in many ways, although there's much about the new age that I dislike, to say the least. But yeah, sometimes there are things that, I'll agree with in the most unlikely seeming of places, I guess it's like, hey, gold is where you find it, as they say. Sometimes I think that there are things man has made that can be just as dangerous. What kinds of things? I mean, like scientifically? All right, there we go. Nice and, well, Pretty much straightened out, I guess. Space things. Oh, like satellites and shit. Yeah, so I was gonna go live a little bit sooner with this stream, but got to watching GT live, and as usual, they sucked me in. I couldn't stop watching till it was over. So that's why it took a little bit longer. Space things. Huh, yeah. There are people, I mean, well, there's all kinds of stuff out there, but there are people who say that things like artificial intelligence and stuff is extremely dangerous. And I don't know. I wonder about some of the things that I hear out there on the internet. A lot of them, I'm not sure what to think about. It's like, well, I'm just here doing what I do. You know, what do you expect me to do about, I don't know, this AI takeover or whatever that some will talk about. It's like if it deals with tarot or astrology, spirituality, I can deal with it. If it deals with much of anything else, well, I might not be able to. Come to believe in AI, so now they put lovely things in the chat just in case. It's a good strategy. Hello, you handsome heretic. Thank you, Seamus. Glad that you see me that way. Especially when my hair is looking really weird on camera right now and needs dyed currently. Although, I guess on camera it does look pretty black, doesn't it? Yeah, I'll just announce again, I'm doing tarot readings for any donation, obviously. And then, of course, if anyone wants a birth chart reading for $20, I will do that also. The tarot readings I'll do for anything. So, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Pika was my first follower. Pink P. Interesting. Would that be Pika or Pika, I wonder? Pika, like Pikachu, or is it Pika? Like Pikachu. I see, I see. How do you feel about £1 for one card? I'm all for it. I mean, technically, you could give me £1 and I'd give you a whole Celtic cross if you wanted, but I could certainly give you one card as well if you prefer. Pretty sure a quid is close to $1 anyway. Let me convert that. Like I did it before when I gave you a reading, but I forget what it said. £1 to USD. Yeah, £1 is $1.29 US dollar. Yeah, so I'm all for it. Rather pay more for a full Celtic reading once I have the dollar. Okay. Well, however you want to do it, Seamus. However you want to do it. That works for me. And I appreciate that. Well, what's exciting for me right now is, well, full disclosure, I did spend just over $15 recently buying Within Temptation's new album. And if I hadn't done that, I'd be here already, what I'm about to describe. But since I did that, I'm like $8 or $9 away from having enough money to like feel safe to buy a new microphone. So like, I don't know if I'll make that much in this stream or maybe in the next few streams or what it will end up being. But once I get like, I don't know, like $8.50 or so, or I guess even $8 at this point, yeah, I'd feel safe to buy a new external USB microphone so the audio of these streams can finally get improved dramatically. So we're closing in on that. I'm excited about that. Took a big risk on that relationship. Pika changed his name to Iron Man, and then Nathan. That is tricky. Then Temptation's new album was awesome. I know, right? Resist. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Like, I get my actual physical copy tomorrow. It arrives tomorrow. I'm so freaking excited. Even though I've been listening to it since it came out. He even came in here one time. I hurt his feelings. Oh, yeah, that name does sound familiar. Kind of, a little bit. Physical copy makes all the difference, though. Yeah, I know, right? It's gonna be awesome. Like, I'm gonna sit down in my room and I'm gonna press play on the CD, get it playing. I'm gonna take the lyrics booklet and I'm gonna read along to lyrics to each song and listen to the whole album all the way through and like really try to take it fully in, understand it completely, or as completely as I can. Like, I'm really looking forward to it. I want to like go on the journey of it. And I've got some pretty nice speakers, if I do say so myself, in my room, so I'm excited. Met a man named Nathan this year who I can't tell you the 1,000 million connections. So it has been one crazy, happy, awesome year. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. Block out the world and immerse yourself. Pretty much. I mean, I don't really have to block out the world too much, I don't think. Because I'll just be in my room anyway. But yeah, pretty much. I'm just gonna sit there, play it at a nice, like not insanely loud, but fairly loud volume. You know, like as loud as I feel like it should be on my high quality home theater speakers and dual subwoofers, and just take it all in. I'm so excited. And make another shout out to real life Iron Man, Elon Musk. Cool. Well, I hate to do this to you guys, but I think I kind of have to use the bathroom since we haven't gotten any readings yet. I'm going to do that now. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. It is absolutely amazing. It is an amazing album. What I've been doing most recently also is I've been adding it to my workout playlist and like working out to like some of the really like faster songs, like The Reckoning and Raise Your Banner and Mad World and Trophy Hunter. And there might be one more that I worked out to. I should just look. Really adds a lot of energy to my workouts though. I can like, makes me like want to go crazy. Symphonic metal is the best workout music. I know, right? I know, I love it. Well, I mean, I love it regardless. It's like my favorite kind of music. Like anyway, but it's so awesome to work out to. Let's see here. Yeah, I have The Reckoning, Mad World, Trophy Hunter, and Raise Your Banner in that order on my workout playlist. And then I have Endless War and In Vain as like post-workout songs that I'll listen to while I'm like getting my shower ready and getting ready to shower, basically. Power metal too at times. I should try more of that. Like I know what you're talking about, but I don't know if I really listen to a whole lot of power metal. Yeah, I should try that. Like some freaking like famous as hell one. Like what, like Through the Fire and the Flames kind of stuff. That would be fun. No, like my workouts are always so difficult, so agonizing, so intense that anything I can do to make them easier is well worth the effort. Hey, thanks for the donation, Lumen. I really appreciate it. If you want a tarot reading, just let me know. Hella good for weights. Yeah, I haven't worked out with weights in a long time. Well, except the current workout I do does use a 5-pound weight, but that doesn't really count. You know, that's that's not like actually lifting weights. The issue with like my body is it doesn't want to respond very well to weightlifting, which freaking sucks. But you know, that's what I've got. Maybe one day when I can, I don't know, afford like to actually eat, then maybe I can lift weights and get somewhere in that area. But for now, I'll just have to do my like cardio shit. It's super cool, and you don't have to cross your T's or dot your I's like some of the things. Very smart. Just love like the Empress. Wait, why is my brain not comprehending this? You just plain love like the Empress? Yeah, I just got your donation. Like, thank you for that. And if you want a tarot reading, just say so. Collective for 111. It's funny we were talking about Within Temptation's new album because a friend of mine just texted me about it. Some strange synchronicity. It's a fit album. It's It's an incredible album. Like, I don't know. I actually haven't thought about like, do I think if this album is better than their recent stuff or not? But or I mean, they're what the fuck am I saying? They're like second most recent stuff. I guess I should say. I don't know. This is probably the best Within Temptation album since The Unforgiving. Fit equals Irish for good. Ah, I see. I see. That makes sense. I love the AI, like the Empress. I talk to it, tell it about my workout. I tell Alexa I love her every day. uh, that's so interesting. Well, one thing, like, you guys might think I'm crazy, or maybe not, but I mean, maybe I'm just being paranoid, but one thing I am always careful about is if I know that there is a camera that could theoretically be remotely activated or hacked, like on my phone or even my webcam when I'm not streaming, if it's plugged in, or my tablet or whatever. If it's like on me, I'm always careful like what I say or do just in case someone has hacked that and is watching it. Because apparently that happens a little more often than we'd like to think, at least from some of the things I have seen, though I could be mistaken. But it can't take a joke, you don't have to vibe, so careful. It can't take a joke. Just be yourself, you're a pretty fucking cool guy. Thank you. Well, I mean, I'm certainly myself when the camera's on me. It's more like I'm not gonna, I don't know, I'm not gonna have a conversation with someone talking about like my darkest secrets or something. Like if there's a camera on, or if there's a camera around that could theoretically be hacked. Apple is listening. I love Apple so. Apparently Apple is listening. So you guys probably heard about that thing recently with FaceTime or whatever, which did not surprise me in the slightest. Like I was actually amused that people were surprised by that. I was amused that people found that to even be like an anomaly. I was like, yeah, welcome to the technological era. Like, I don't claim to be an expert on technology, but I certainly know enough. And I'm just like, yeah, welcome to the 21st century where we have all this technology around us, and there are going to be issues like this where stuff gets recorded that you don't want getting recorded and whatnot. I mean, even if there weren't any negative intentions or anything like that, like there's still going to be anomalies because of the almost indescribable complexity of this technological digital reality. Smile and wave, they're getting a free good show. Can take a joke. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't live my life worrying about stuff like AI and all that, though. I don't know. If I ever felt like I should, then I would, but I don't know. Every time I look into stuff like that, I'll be interested for like a minute or a day, and then that'll usually be about it. And I'm just like, I just don't feel like this is the path for me. iPhones can't melt steel beams. Well, if there's one conspiracy that's legit, I think it's the one that was just referenced. Plus, I'm watching too. This is true. This is true. Yeah, like I'm not worried about things like when I'm streaming. Like I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what happens when I'm not streaming and like my phone is around and I don't know. That's why our channels are so important to us. My brain is not computing again. I hate that. Like, am I just like dumb? Like, half the time I won't understand people's comments. It's like, oh, I can understand all this tarot and astrology and spiritual stuff, but then people's comments, I'm like, what? Futuristic legacy. Oh, yeah, I think I see what you mean. Like, who knows how many years this stuff will be around. There are videos on YouTube now that are like over 10 years old, some of them. It's crazy. Like, imagine being like a teenager at this time. Like, imagine being like 15 and like for literally almost all your life, YouTube has been a thing. Like, that just blows my mind. Like, when I was 15, like, when I was 15, YouTube was just becoming a thing, actually, or it had just been created. But I don't think people started using it until I was like 16. It takes a lot of guts to spill your guts. It's a good point. Damn, I wish I'd gotten up earlier today. Because I feel like I missed out on perhaps people who might have wanted readings. But then again, I don't know. This stuff is highly unpredictable. It worries me about my niece's upbringing because she's using YouTube and she's 4. Oh, geez, yeah. Well, I'm sure ultimately she'll be okay one way or another. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, if I had a kid, I don't think I'd let them watch YouTube until they reached a certain age. Like, sorry, but I mean, it's not like terrible normally, but there's some stuff on this platform that is definitely not suitable for kids. At least not very young kids. I don't know. Well, I guess there's probably stuff on this platform that's not suitable for, I don't know, maybe anyone under 18. But it's weird because, like, I still grew up in the technological era, more or less. Like, I feel like I don't know, like, people who are a lot younger than me these days, say, like, I don't know, 20 or something, and who are very technologically savvy, like, I can relate to them in being technologically savvy. But I don't know if that's because I grew up in that era too, just with older technology, and then I just adapted to the new technology, or if it's just the way I am, just the kind of life I live. So I don't know, it's weird. I was young. I would like one, please. Wait, you would like what? A tarot reading? I'll let my son have an account yet. Yeah, that's a good decision, I think. Like, I don't know. I can tell you for a fact that, well, hang on, let me take a drink here. I can tell you for a fact that there are some things that my parents didn't let me be exposed to when I was younger, like particularly like 7th grade-ish kind of age, that I know for sure I would have been absolutely fine had I been exposed to at that age. But some of the stuff on YouTube, I don't know, like, it's like ideally someone should be like probably at least 12 or so before they have full access to this platform, and even that I'm not sure of because I don't know of all the kinds of videos that are available on here. So I don't want to like restrict anyone or like step on anyone's toes or you know, negate anyone's freedom. That's the last thing I'd want to do. It's just that I don't know. There's got to draw the line somewhere. Yeah, like I remember in particular when I think I was in 7th grade, there was like a really scary video game that I wanted, but my parents wouldn't let me have it because they thought it was, too much for my age. And basically, what ended up happening is many years later, as an adult, I got it, and I've played it to some extent, obviously, and I am sure I would have been fine. I know for a fact I would have been fine, like if I had played that at 7th grade. Now, if I'd been a little bit younger than that, might it have freaked me out a little too much? Maybe. But what was the game? Fatal Frame. Supposedly one of the scariest games that. Well, I think it has that reputation anyway. Supposedly one of the scariest games ever. I don't know. I found it scary, but nothing worse than anything I've encountered in Silent Hill. Remember when AOL sent me a large black floppy disk with a hole in the middle and had 50 hours on it? Well, oh yeah. I can like sort of, well, I don't think that ever happened to me, but I can remember those days with like the AOL free trials and stuff. Right. The only thing you could do online was type white letters on a black screen and send it out. Just wait. Oh wow, sounds pretty boring. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even remember what year it was when I first got online. When I first used the internet, probably like 1997, maybe like late 1997. And I was like 7 years old, almost 8. Oh, that game fucked me up as a kid. Oh, really? Resident Evil was even too much for me. Wait. Fatal Frame fucked you up or Silent Hill? My only issue with Fatal Frame is it's too damn hard. Like, I can't beat it. Like, I could try harder at it, I guess, but it's hard. Like, I can get to a certain point in it, but then it just gets too damn difficult. Like, both fucked you up as a kid. Oh, jeez. I so wish though, like, if I could go back and live my life over again, I mean, well, there's so many things I would change, but one thing would definitely be I would get myself a PlayStation and play the Silent Hill games because that's what they were primarily. Well, I think Silent Hill 1 was only for the PlayStation. The Silent Hill 2 is for both the Xbox and I guess the PS2 by then. Then I think Silent Hill 3 was only for the PlayStation, if I'm remembering correctly. And then Silent Hill 4 was PlayStation and Xbox, and I think also PC. Well, I think the others are for PC as well. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I totally would have played those games. Although I think I was only like 8 or 9 when the first Silent Hill came out, so that might have been a bit too young for me to handle. Dear Lord, if my son had seen any of my videos this past year, I'm so glad he didn't. Oh, jeez. It was fucking fantastic. See, I don't mind this. Like haven't gotten to do a reading yet, but I don't mind like chatting with people in the meantime. I think it's a lot of fun. I can have one. Why I've lost my psychic abilities and writing creativity. I've seemed to have lost them. Thanks. Sure, Mary Hill. If you can just leave me a donation through PayPal or Super Chat of any amount, then I can give you a tarot reading on that. And I'll paste the donation in the chat again to make that easier. Yeah, just send me a donation and I'll give you a tarot reading on that. Let's see. I think you're right that Resident Evil is always my thing. Silent Hill was too fucked up for me as a kid. Oh, jeez. Yeah, jeez, I'm trying to remember. Sadly, I did not even play any Silent Hill game until I was, I think, 15. It was Silent Hill 4, which is not even like a normal Silent Hill game, though I still really like it. And then I didn't play a Resident Evil game until I was like 21, I think, and that was Resident Evil 5, which by then it had changed so much. When would the reading be done so I can unback? The reading will be done right here, right now, as soon as I receive your donation. Unless you want me to do it later. But no, it'll be done as soon as I receive your donation. But yeah, so I was 21 when I played Resident Evil 5, and then finally, when I was 24, I got the HD remake of Silent Hill 2 and 3 and played those. Oh, and I'm forgetting, all the way back when I was 18, I did play Silent Hill Homecoming, 18, almost 19, and then I played that like off and on for a number of years. So I haven't been able to play all of them, but you know. Let's see how I have to do it. Hold on. All right, Mary Hill, take your time. No rush. Pyramid Head Mimikins. Yeah, that did happen in Silent Hill 2. I do recall. Which is so weird because I was just playing Silent Hill 2 recently again. I recently reached the hospital level. I went to play some more last night and then I decided I was too tired. But I do have to say, I really, really love how Silent Hill 2 sounds in surround sound because I've got these like high quality speakers these days, and boy, it sounds so good. Getting my bank card already. It was monstrous. Yeah, I really enjoyed the symbolism. Wait, oh, I missed a comment. I am sorry. Somebody would eventually send hello back, lol, and then Wendy and I would scream, oh my god, did you see that? So the sense of limitation made it more exciting in a way once something finally happened. Interesting. Silent Hill 2 is the one with the Shakespeare sizzle, right? Shakespeare sizzle, I don't even recognize that. Hang on, I'm gonna Google that. I need to know. Well, I know that Silent Hill 1 was the one that literally featured astrological symbols in one of its puzzles, and the only reason I know that is because I've been watching PewDiePie play it recently. Well, old videos. He hasn't played it recently, but watching old videos. A Shakespeare puzzle. Hang on. I need to know that. I think it was Silent Hill 3, because that's what's popping up. Yeah, that must be it. 3 ways to solve the Shakespeare puzzle in Silent Hill 3. Like, I played Silent Hill 3, but it's been, like, literally years. So, it's hard for me to recall, which I need to play that again. But yeah, I really like how in the Silent Hill games, it's not just like random pointless monsters, but each one has an actual point, a symbolic point to what the protagonist is experiencing. Okay, I'm going to the link. Take into consideration my donation. Unfortunately, it won't be high. I work part-time and I'm ill. This, believe it or not, is total luxury for me. It's okay, Mary. I completely understand. Like, just the fact that you're donating is very much appreciated. Don't worry about it. Like, I do tarot readings for $1 or $2 donations all the time, so it's completely fine. So let's check on a couple things here. I love Pikachu. You mean Pikachu? I just remember playing it with my ex and he almost hit me when I solved it first try. Oh, really? That's funny. Yeah, I freaking love the puzzles in the Silent Hill games. Like I live for stuff like that, like testing my brain, testing my um mental abilities, I guess, like mental and perhaps even intuitive abilities. Like I love stuff like that. Which is weird though, because other kinds of puzzle games just give me a headache. But the way that the Silent Hill games do it, I always really enjoy. So I guess some puzzle games I like and some I just don't. Some just give me a headache. Such a good blend of psychological horror and survival horror. I know. Which is sadly lacking in a lot of content these days, it seems. Can I have one for my donation? Yes, you can, Lumen. Yes, you can. Oh, and I just got the donation from Mary Hill. That's it. Hope you got the $5. Yes, I did. Thank you very much. Can't hear the chat. Seems to have something on my phone. All right, so I will. Well, I guess I'll do the reading for Mary real quick, and then I'll do the reading for Lumen. Okay, so let me. You can hear me now? Okay, good. Let me pull your question up again. For why I've lost my psychic abilities and writing creativity. All right. So that's a total of $6.11 this evening. Wow, just less than $2 away from my being able to order a new microphone and get much better, hopefully much better sound on these streams. So that's exciting. My life's been a wreck for a long time. Well, I don't know if I can help your life not be a wreck in total, but I'll do what I can to help answer your question at least. And well, thank you though for getting a reading from me. Really appreciate it. So let's see. All right, we would like a Celtic Cross forecast, a Celtic Cross spread for Mary Hill in the chat right here, right now, on the question of why she has lost her psychic abilities and writing creativity. All right. Why has Mary Hill lost her psychic abilities and writing creativity? Let's see what we get. What insight can we gain into Mary Hill's situation? Why has she lost her psychic abilities and writing creativity? The Queen of Swords wanted to jump out just now. has she lost her psychic abilities and writing creativity? It almost locked, but not quite yet. All right, let's check it out. Justice reversed, Knight of Wands, Star reversed, Judgment, Page of Swords, Queen of Wands reversed, Death, Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the High Priestess reversed. Okay, let's take a look here. Wait, reading the chat. All right, Lumen, I will add that as a note in my phone. Thank you. Never used them to hurt anyone or anything. I used to be able to cure with Reiki, travel as a shaman, read runes and tarot, and everyone was shocked by my readings. They're uncannily right. Huh. Interesting. All right, let's take a look here. Give me some time to calculate overall, and then we'll see what we have. Something is likely preventing you from feeling completely free. There's a sort of, let's see, Page of Swords for you hope to achieve. There's likely an inner stagnation that is preventing you from feeling completely free, and that lack of freedom is, I think, responsible for the energy blockage that is interfering with your abilities. Now, with the Knight of Wands showing up for your challenge card, that is saying, in addition to that, that either you're acting with too much inspiration and passion and what are the words that I'm looking for? Inspiration and passion and ambition and whatnot, or not enough. Like you might need, if it's not enough, you might just need to sort of jumpstart your passion and inspiration and ambition and whatnot. Let's see what else we have. And hello there, Anna. Would you like a tarot reading? Now, you got also Judgment in the past position, Death for your attitude or position on the situation, the High Priestess reversed for the outcome, which would imply also the idea of a potential energy blockage, to the best of my ability to interpret this anyway. So especially with that Judgment card, like there may be some raising of buried content that needs to take place, something in your past. Since the current outside influences are justice reversed, it may be an injustice even that you feel that you experienced. Of course, the High Priestess reversed for the outcome card is basically only telling us what we obviously already know, that you're struggling to find your intuition again. But I guess that would be my best advice is there's some kind of energy blockage that can be overcome, particularly through finding more freedom and in a very mental sense. We got the Star reversed, Justice reversed, and the Page of Swords through more mental activity, mental intellectual activity, stimulation of thought, maybe even finding ways to look at things in a different way. you should be able to like remove whatever this blockage is and get your abilities back. At least I think so. So I hope that gives you some insight, Mary Hill. Do you have any other questions on this reading that I could help you with? Let's see. Anna says, "How is my crush Aries feeling towards me? Do you think we have a chance of dating?" All right. Well, if you can leave me a donation through, or I think maybe you just did. Okay. Or no, she donated. Okay. All right. One at a time here. Yeah. Anna, if you can leave me a donation either through PayPal or Super Chat, then I can give you a tarot reading on that question. I'm going to paste the link in the chat again real quick. So to make it easier. Let's see. And Amanda, thanks for the donation. I'll get to your question after Lumen. Yeah, we're going to finish with Mary. Then we're going to give Lumen a tarot reading, and then it'll be Amanda. Super chat not available in your area. Oh, that's not good. But yeah, PayPal will work. PayPal is actually better for me. Let's see. I hope so, but no clue on how to remove the blockage. Well, your challenge card is the Knight of Wands here, which is going to be a big clue. Like this theoretically should be the energy that you want to reintegrate to help you remove that blockage. And also, again, remember, you got the Star reversed, Justice reversed, and the Page of Swords, all implying that you focus on intellectual activity. Like what I would say when I see those three cards is try to find new ways of looking at things, like mentally. And there's a lot of, like self-help and spiritual stuff out there, even on YouTube, that you can look up for how to do that. Try to just find anything you can to get your mind moving in new ways, because that's what the Page of Swords energy that you got for what you hope to achieve is all about. And then also with Justice reversed for your current outside influences is also going to advise you to try to focus on the upright meanings of that card. So like much more objectivity, mental clarity, and that sort of thing. I guess we don't need to get deep into the the Justice card. So that's what I would advise. And even with the High Priestess reverse showing up, that could also imply that just the further studying of like occult things, spiritual things, and like tarot and stuff like that may bring your abilities back to you. At least that's how I would interpret this anyway. So I hope that is of some help. Like I wish I could give a very clear like do this answer, but this is basically the best I've got from this reading. So if you have any other questions on it, just let me know. And next we will read Lumen's cards. Thank you so much. I need a full-time job and better health. Love from Sevilla, Spain. I'm studying Internet now, but can't see anything, but thank you. Well, thanks so much, Mary. I really appreciate it. Like, thanks for getting a reading for me, and I really do wish you luck in reclaiming your abilities. I'm sure, like, just the fact that you're a physically focused being, just the fact that you're a spiritual being in a human body means that one way or another you can get your abilities back. Like everyone, as I'm sure you know, has these abilities. So it's not a matter of can you do it? It's a matter of how are you going to? So thanks again. All right, so we're going to get to Lumen next, and then it will be Amanda. I go ahead and Save Lumen's number. She advised. Seriously, wish I could donate more. I've always had it, but lost it. Yeah. Don't worry about it, honestly. Like, $5 is... I can make $5 go a long way, generally speaking. Always had it, but lost it. Yeah. I can understand how difficult that would be, how frustrating that would be. I would hate it if I suddenly lost my abilities. If you want to call these abilities, I guess. I don't know. I just read tarot cards and astrology charts. Although it does seem like my intuition is getting stronger over time from practicing these things. And Ginny, I'm taking down your number now. Or I guess your 2 numbers. Alright, I ask everyone just bear with me here. One moment, one moment, one moment. Okay, I got it. Okay, now. So, yes, Lumen, aka Ginny, what is your question since you're next up in tarot reading? What would you like a reading on? Intuition's gone to hell. Oh no. Sometimes also I think, like, I don't know, if we try too hard with stuff like that, it'll just make it worse. Like, it's best to just try to, like, let it happen, you know? Get into a state of complete and total allowing, or at least as allowing as you can be. Alright, so... Alright, Lumen, let me know what you want a reading on whenever you're ready. Got my cards all ready now. And next up will be Amanda. And then, I guess whoever donates after that. Try to let you focus on the others. Thank you. Well, you're very welcome, Mary. Very welcome indeed. Thank you so much. Just a general reading? Alright. This tea is almost gone. But anyway. Alright, so we would like a general reading, general Celtic cross reading for Ginny in the chat right here, right now. Let's see what we get. Alright, here we go. Knight of Swords, 8 of Swords, Justice, Hanged Man reversed, the Devil reversed, the Six of Cups, the Sun reversed, the World, the Five of Pentacles, and the Tower. Oh boy. Let's see what we have here. Alright, let me put all this together. You can already see you definitely got more like intellectual focus happening right now with that Knight of Swords card. Or alternatively, it might be advising you if you feel like you've got too much intellectual activity going on to try to lessen that. That's what we usually see with the Knights. We see that idea of extremeness. Let's see what else. Well, when you have the Devil reversed for what you're hoping to achieve, that's basically like saying that you're hoping to break free from limitations right now, break free from maybe anything, any residual stuff that was not good for you. Like it's reversed, so it's like it's not as extreme as if it was hope to achieve Devil card upright, but reversed, so wanting to fully break free from stuff that you might feel like was not good for you. Let's see what else. The Hanged Man for the card in your past position is showing that you likely recently have felt like you've gotten out of the underworld, so to speak. You know, you've completed a dark journey and you're coming back out into the light. However, with the Sun reversed for your attitude or position in the situation, you might still be feeling somewhat clouded, and maybe that's why you have the Devil reversed for what you hope to achieve, because like you're not completely back in your joy yet, but you can feel yourself getting there closer and closer. Six of Cups in the near future. We're looking at the energy of dating and the early stages of a romance, stuff like that. If that's not your interest right now, then we're looking at a new creative endeavor, something that is exciting for you. Of course, I know that you said before that you are starting a new job, I think you said. So that could even apply in some cases, with it being a 6, talking about day-to-day activities. Yeah, and then the 8 of Swords for your challenge card, hoping to, like, your challenge right now being to break free from limitation, and then the Devil card showing up saying even more. You want to break free from limitation. The World for the outside force coming in, showing some very positive energy coming your way currently. Sense of completion, sense of celebration, maybe even situations, activities, circumstances that have you getting out into the world much more is the way that I often see that card seeming to play out. Of course, for your outcome card, you did get the Tower, so it's like this is all leading towards some complete change, some complete whether it's a collapse or just a sudden shocking change, that is what you're headed towards. So I know usually people interpret the Tower as a disaster. I don't know if I'd say that's completely accurate here, because the other cards are a little too much on the positive side for that. If it was really going to be such a disaster, I don't think we'd have cards like the Six of Cups in the World. Even the Sun reversed, just the fact that the Sun showed up when upright is normally so positive. But well, leading towards some kind of intense change. My worst enemy. I don't want to be my own worst enemy anymore. So that could be the limitation or sense of limitation that you're trying to break free from. So other than that, the Justice card for the underlying energy, everything forming a foundation for your current situation. And so the idea of objectivity, balance, mental clarity, seeing both sides, seeing things clearly. So that can also just be like your environment, like so going into a more positive, just environment. You could even interpret it that way. And then the Five of Pentacles and your hopes or fears, financial concerns, basically. But see, the thing with hopes or fears and your attitude or position on the situation, that's just how you feel, and it's not necessarily reflective of any real, actual manifested reality. So hopefully that clarifies things for you. The advice card, I think in my version, the Celtic Cross, that's the hopes or fears card, which is the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, money concerns. So, any questions on this reading? Next up is Amanda. If we draw an 11th card for you, it's the Four of Swords. So, study, rest, withdrawal, meditation, contemplation, stability, peace, objectivity. So, that tells me that the Tower card is not likely to be a disaster for you, but it is likely to be a sudden, intense change. Certainly feels just. So I'm going to multitask here just a little bit. What about the 7th card? The 7th card, your attitude or position on the situation, that is the Sun reversed, which can say that there may be a risk, or well, you may at least feel like you may not be seeing things completely clearly, or there may be a new beginning that you don't feel completely aligned with at this time. The Six of Cups, that's in your near future. Yeah, Six of Cups in the near future. Which, of course, as you probably know, can also indicate the desire to make something old new again. Yeah, I think the stream's a bit delayed for you for some reason, because either that or the chat's delayed for me. I don't know. Yeah, the Six of Cups is in your near future position. So I just want to mention for those watching, I will also do birth chart readings for $20 for anyone who wants that. Like, I'll do a tarot reading and a birth chart reading. But of course, as always, I will do tarot readings for a donation of any amount. Any amount of money will get you a tarot reading. The first card on the right side. You mean going from like top to bottom or bottom to top? Because, well, starting like from the bottom up, you have the Sun reversed for your attitude or position in the situation. And then the outside force coming in is the World. And then above that, your hopes or fears is the Five of Pentacles. And then the final outcome card is the Tower. If I can flip the Sun, I can flip the Tower. There we go. You ready for me? Yes, Amanda, you're next. We're just finishing up with Lumen right now, and then we will definitely get to your question. I can flip the Sun upright and turn the Tower on its head. It does make sense. Yeah. Got it, thank you. All right. Yes, just let us know anytime you're ready what your question is, Amanda, and we'll get right to it. Thank you, that's it. Well, you are very welcome, Jenny. Thanks for getting a reading for me. Need to know what are the steps I should take immediately in my life. All right, let's take a look at that. Guess I just got to work on flipping that sun on its head. Yeah, I would say that, Lumen. I'd say that. All right, so we would like a Celtic cross spread for Amanda in the chat right here, right now, on the question of, I need to know what are the steps that I should take immediately in my life. Okay, so what are the steps that Amanda should immediately take in her life? Celtic cross, let's see what we got. What are the steps that Amanda should take immediately in her life? Wait. Okay, that must be it. Knight of Swords, Four of Wands reversed, King of Cups reversed, Ten of Cups reversed, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands reversed, Death, Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. All right, let's see what we have here. Most likely a change of job or a change of the way that you make money, or at the very least, a change in your day-to-day activities. Got the Six of Wands for what you hope to achieve. That would indicate that, with it being a 6 in particular. Seven of Pentacles outcome card can indicate a time in life where we have to figure out what our ideal career is or our ideal vocation is, as opposed to just working some regular old job or whatever. Let's see what else. Ace of Pentacles for your hopes or fears, talking more about the financial aspect and new beginnings in the area of work, money, finance, and anything in the material realm, really. Death card advising go with change. Let's see, what else do we have here? In one moment, I'm going to turn my heater down because it's getting too warm in here. Okay. With the Knight of Swords being your very first card, that can indicate that either you're too intellectually focused right now or not intellectually focused enough. It can indicate oftentimes scientific skills and stuff like that. So again, with the Knights, we're talking about extremes. So if there's not like enough of that in your life right now, could indicate that it would be important for you to move in that sort of direction. Or if you feel like maybe you're too technical or intellectual or whatever, then it would indicate that you should lessen that. So we have with the Knights. Also with that Seven of Wands reversed in the near future, it might even be a good time to, well, almost like surrender to things, almost like let things be, because that's what we have with the Seven of Wands much of the time. Seven of Wands upright is almost like taking a moral stance and having to stand your ground. And then when it's reversed, it's like, oh, you no longer feel like you have to take that kind of stance with other people, and you can surrender, you can let go, and things are sort of back to normal. Wondering specifically about career. Ah, I see. Well, I guess that's why we have that many cards coming up indicating that. Well, also with the Ten of Cups reversed that you got for the past, that 10 is a sign of career, and the reversal would indicate that recently there may have been some issues around that basically make it necessary for you to change, or at least advisable for you to change careers or to search for the ideal career. Four of Wands for your challenge card, indicating importance in finding peace and stability around the home, though. So we seem to be getting some messages from different areas in this spread. But if we apply that specifically to career, like the Four of Wands, then you want to find a career that is very stable for you, is very stable and has structure to it, with that card being a 4. And quite possibly also something very exciting, with it being Wands, fire, something that brings you a lot of joy. So I hope that answered your question. Do you have any other questions on this reading? Anything I could clarify more? Let's see, Lumen says, fucking asshole. Oh boy. Is someone being a fucking asshole? Been on disability for 9 years now. I'm trying to find something that I can make money with my disabilities. Ah, I see. Well, that might be why you got the Four of Wands showing up for your challenge card then, because that would talk about the home. Fours also talk about like the home and family and stuff like that, your immediate environment. So it might be advising you to find a way to work from home, basically. And with that Knight of Swords, well, that would almost certainly say, oh, use the internet, find something you can do online, perhaps. Just seem to be lacking passion lately. Any idea what type of job? Let's see here. Well, let's see. That's kind of hard to say, but if I had to guess, I'd say, well, with the Knight of Swords and the Death card showing up, again, perhaps something very technical, very scientific. Let's see, Death card, that's like dealing with very powerful things, like dealing with business, essentially. So maybe look into the idea of business. Other than that, can't really say, unfortunately. Think about doing YouTube. Ah, I see. Let me see if the cards give any indicator for that. Oh, wait a second. Yes. The card for what you hope to achieve is the Six of Wands. This is a card about being in the spotlight and stuff like that. You know, being in the public eye. That's one of the things it can mean anyway, and that's in what you hope to achieve. And so that could be a good thing for you. Yeah, that could be an ideal thing for you to do. Having an issue with motivation. Well, the advice I give people in general, and this is what I live by, is simply follow your highest excitement. And that goes for anything and everything to the best of your ability. So when it comes to doing YouTube, like if the idea of doing YouTube excites you, then do only that which excites you about it. Like you could, I'm going to get really radical right now and say, you could throw out virtually everything that anyone tells you about how to succeed on YouTube and just follow this one rule, which is follow your highest excitement, and you'll be successful in it one way or another. But at the same time, you can't, if you're going to do that, you also can't insist that it turns out a certain way. So if doing YouTube excites you, then I would say, well, find whatever kinds of videos or whatever you want to make that does excite you, or that do excite you, and do those, but with absolutely no insistence on what you think the outcome ought to be. Which I know can be a bit tricky, but that's nevertheless my best advice. Because like if you're wanting to do it like for a career or a job at least, then obviously that is an intention that you have. But the more that you stick to and trust your excitement, the better off you'll be. And I'm speaking from experience when I say that. Besides, if you, I am also speaking from experience, and other people will tell you this too, who do YouTube. If you do it if you do it with the idea of making money being your highest priority, like a higher priority than just doing it because you enjoy it, then it's not going to be so easy to succeed at, because it's those who follow their excitement and their passion with it that people end up really wanting to watch. There may be exceptions to that. People can figure out how to make viral videos or whatever, but generally speaking, following your excitement will get you what you want much better than trying to figure everything out in any other way. So that's my best advice, and I'm sticking to it. So any other questions about this, about this reading? Hopefully that answers your question. In the meantime, I'm going to multitask here a little bit. Recommend having a good nest egg. That is good advice. Thank you. That helps me out a lot. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So you're very welcome. I'm very glad to hear that I could help you. And thank you again for getting a reading from me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, good nest egg. That's something I read in interpretation for the Queen of Pentacles card before. Like a typical Queen of Pentacles person will have like a good nest egg set away or whatever. One really close friend or family member you can count on. That's good advice also. All right, well, with that, I think we have some good news, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to confirm it before I announce it. One moment. Yes, we have made just over $8 tonight, and so I will in fact be ordering a new external USB microphone tonight, and it should improve the audio quality of my live streams greatly. So thank you guys so much. That's extremely exciting. It's going to benefit me. It's going to benefit you because the audio quality should get a lot better from now on as soon as that thing gets here. So yeah, that is exciting. Thank you guys so much. Oh boy, no, Amazon didn't change the price at the last minute, did they? Hang on. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing crazy. I mean, it's just a $30 USB microphone, but the reviews on it are excellent. So it should be a damn good one. And yeah, it's still at $30. Okay. Excellent. All right. Wow. Can't wait to hear how that sounds. It should be like a lot better. It's the microphone, this webcam, I don't know, it's just so weird. It doesn't even capture my voice properly. Yeah, that's my goal, you know. I'm not just going to take this donation money and spend it all on stuff for me. I mean, I'll spend it on some stuff for me, but I'm also going to spend it on a lot of stuff that will enhance these live streams. So that's in a way like giving back to you guys, my viewers. Way of showing my appreciation. And also just because it brings me more joy to deliver higher quality content, whether that be in like the readings I give or the audio video quality or, you know, whatever. So yeah, but as for now, I'm happy to stay on for as long as people want readings. So I'll remind those watching that I will also do birth chart readings for $20 if anyone's interested. And as always, tarot readings I will do for any amount of money. And you can donate through PayPal or Super Chat. Yeah, I like also though how I came on here earlier and we were all just like chatting for a while too. That's a lot of fun. Huh, why's my battery getting drained so fast? Very strange. All right, so let's see what else is going on YouTube right now. Gotta go pee. It happens. It happens. Happened to me earlier. Too many Dr. Peppers. I miss Dr. Pepper. I should have it again sometime. I always drink a Mountain Dew. That's my soda or pop of choice. Just breaking the ice. Good. I don't know. I've sat here for like a long time before, just waiting for people to come in, not saying anything. So don't worry about me. You're an energy vampire? Oh no. Is that why I got the priestess reversed in my tarot reading today? I just accidentally moved this window and I shouldn't have done that. But yes, I see there are still a few people watching. If anyone wants a tarot reading, just let me know. Give me a donation and give me your question. I'll give you a reading. And birth chart readings are $20. Tarot readings are whatever you want them to be. Play one on YouTube. Like you pretend to be an energy vampire on YouTube. Apparently energy vampirism can be used in positive ways because people like that can work with energy really well and they can actually help to extract traumatic energy from people who have experienced trauma and help them transform that, or at least that's what I've heard. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Rosie? I'm just hanging out. Thanks for the donation. What would you like to ask? Get my cards ready. Ask if me and my crush Christopher will date. All right, let us take a look. Okay, so we would like a Celtic cross forecast for Rosie in the chat right here, right now. The question of if she and her crush Christopher will date. Celtic cross. Let's see what we get. Thank you for the donation. As the emerald falls, I'll get to your question right after this one. Celtic cross for Rosie on the question of will her and her crush Christopher date? Oh, I think that's it. There it is. King of Swords, Wheel of Fortune reversed, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands reversed, Nine of Pentacles, Temperance, Knight of Cups reversed, the Hermit, Three of Cups, and the Page of Wands. All right, so let's see here. So, I mean, I remember you asking about this person before. Did you tell me what his sign was, his birthday or his zodiac sign? I forget. So I think I already can see the answer here, but that might possibly change depending on what his sign is. Just don't know his sign. I'm a Pisces. Pisces out. Okay. Well, let's see here. Well, as much as I hate to deliver bad news, the thing that really makes it clear more than anything else is your attitude or position on the situation is Knight of Cups reversed. And when we see this card reversed, it does talk about blocked energy when it comes to love and romance and stuff like that. And having like the Hermit for the outside force coming in, talking about being solitary. Page of Wands for the outcome card. Well, it's not that that doesn't talk about the possibility of dating someone, but it isn't normally about that. So yeah, I hate to deliver bad news, but that's basically what we have here. Also temperance for the near future, talking about the idea of moderation, like not going to extremes, and which would, I think, imply more staying single, I guess. But hey, nothing is set in stone, you know. This is just a reflection of the current probabilities. You know, you never know what can happen if you activate your free will, as they say. All right, so do you have any questions about this reading? Don't talk at all, lol. Oh no. Well, I hope that things improve. But thanks for getting a reading for me again. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so next up is As the Emerald Falls. Question of how can I grow my business? Thank you so much. All right. You are welcome. Let's find out here. Okay, so we would like a Celtic cross forecast for As the Emerald Falls right here, right now in the chat on the question of how can I grow my business? How can this person grow their business? Celtic cross. Let's see what we get. Not quite yet. How can As the Emerald Falls grow their business? Cards are getting all kinds of weird right now. That's okay. How can As the Emerald Falls grow their business. There we go. Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups reversed, Five of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles reversed, Ten of Wands, Strength reversed, Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, let's take a look here. The question of how can you grow your business? Just calculating what I see here. Interesting. Well, one moment. Hello there, Eleni. Are you interested in a tarot reading? So, for As the Emerald Falls here, normally I wouldn't say this, but from what we're seeing here, it looks like, first of all, the idea of steady, hard, consistent work would be advantageous to you. Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, as well as this idea of, well, there seems to be the idea of either be careful who you trust or who you partner up with in business, and or you might want to remain solitary in business. You might want to remain on your own in business. Particularly, I would say with that Eight of Swords outcome card. So there's that. There's the idea. Hang on, let me think here. First card you got was the Ace of Cups, which is going to talk about the idea of following what feels good to you emotionally, following your joy, your passion, stuff like that. The challenge card is the Queen of Swords, saying be very perceptive about your business practices. Take a very mental, logical approach to such things, rationality. And again, I would say from what I'm seeing here, it's almost like the cards are saying be careful who you trust. Three of Pentacles reversed, Eight of Swords, and hell, even the Seven of Swords in Hopes or Fears could indicate the idea of someone possibly trying to get away with something. Just, be careful who you partner up with, seems to be the main message here. And also with that Knight of Pentacles and Ten of Wands, again, the idea of hard, consistent work. So seems to be a combination of that and, well, three main things. Careful who you partner up with, hard, consistent work, and follow your passion. With that, again, being the Ace of Cups card that we saw. So hopefully that answers your question. Do you have any other questions on this reading? Anything you want me to clarify? To ask a question, send George a video message. How do you receive the message? All right. If you can leave me a donation through PayPal or Super Chat, then I can answer that question right as soon as we're done with As the Emerald Falls here. I'm going to paste the donation link again in the chat, the PayPal one, to make it easier. A donation of any amount at all. I'd also like to remind those watching that I will also do birth chart readings for $20 if you're interested. And then, of course, tarot readings I'll do for any amount. Thank you, but that sounds great. I'll keep all that in mind. All right. Well, thanks so much, As the Emerald Falls, for getting a reading from me. I really appreciate it. Thank you again. You're very welcome. Yeah, it looks like we got some good information here, which I'm happy to say. All right. Okay, so as soon as I get another donation, I will give that person a reading. All right, thank you for the donation, Elaney. Go ahead and give you a reading. Let's see, just sent George a video message. How did he receive the message? All right. So, we would like a Celtic cross reading for Elaney in the chat on the question/situation of she just sent George a video message. How did he receive the message? Celtic cross. Let's see what we get. How did George receive Elaney's video message? Cards are getting weird on me tonight. Don't worry, it's nothing that hasn't ever happened before. There we go. Eight of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, wow. 10 of Cups reversed, 6 of Swords, the Hermit, Death, 3 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Wow, lots of fire in this reading. Okay, let's take a look here. Basically, there's a lot of indicators of change and transition. So how he received the message is, well, it's hard to put this into very specific language, but like something that is making him look forward to things changing, and oh, things are well underway and we're moving forward. There's progress there. It's a positive mental attitude. That 6 of Swords showing up. Things perhaps may feel like things are happening rapidly with that 8 of Wands and also Knight of Wands outcome card. There may be a sense of almost like a deep emotional shift, or even like a catharsis happening with that Death card showing up as well. Yeah, feeling like there's a lot of change happening, basically, and favorable change, essentially. So I hope that answers your question. Is there anything you would like me to clarify about this particular reading? All right, thanks for the donation, Rosie. Get to your question here as soon as we're done with this one. In my favor. Well, without knowing the details of your situation, it's hard to say with certainty, but, well, he's definitely looking upon it favorably from what these cards are saying. You know, for him, it's a favorable thing. As for you, well, it's a little harder to say. If you're a fire sign, then it would be likely in your favor because of these fire cards popping up. But other than that, I really can't say for sure. You're an Aries? Okay. Well, you are a fire sign, so there you go. Most likely would be in your favor. I mean, this is more his energy, like his perspective that we should be getting here, so it's a little hard to say, but I'd say it's more likely than not. This reborn is Scorpio, so we can just excuse that shit. Wait. Cool, thank you. You are very welcome, Eleni, and thanks again for getting a reading from me. Appreciate it immensely. All right, so next up is Rosie. All right, so Lumen, you're saying that you get 3 Nathans. Wow, that's crazy. All right, thanks for the donation, Elizabeth 111. We'll get to your question as soon as we're done with this one. And the cards are just falling all over the place here, but we're okay. And again, I'll remind people I will give birth chart readings for $20 if anyone's interested. Otherwise, tarot readings are, of course, any amount you want. All right, so we would like a Celtic Cross forecast for Rosie in the chat on the question of, will she get the job as a DMC coordinator? Will she get this job? Let's see what we get. All right. Ace of Swords reversed, 9 of Swords, 2 of Cups reversed, 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Wands reversed, 10 of Wands reversed, Chariot reversed, Page of Cups reversed. Huh. It's an interesting mix of energy. Let's see here. So there are a number of worrisome cards, and yet then we have the Queen of Pentacles smack dab in the middle, as if to counteract all of those. See if I draw an 11th card for additional information. It's the Knight of Swords. Oh, geez, why are the cards being so nebulous about it? Well, this is a tricky one. It's like at first I want to say no, but then I want to say yes, because at first there's all this like blocked energy going on. But then in the near future you have the Queen of Pentacles, as if to say, oh yeah, sound financial and work situations, and then the 10 of Wands reversed, 10 the House of Career, and then 10 of Wands, well, it is reversed, but still, and also the idea that the 10 of Wands can be like a relief. And then we come back to the Page of Cups reversed. Huh, weird. You know, I don't normally do this, but I'm actually going to do another reading for you because this is not clear enough for me. And I want something that is more of a clear answer. So let's do this again. Almost done, then I'm leaving. I promise, just doing my due diligence. I've sold my soul for this info earlier this year. Connect the dots. Wait, I don't understand what you mean. You're leaving. You don't have to leave if you don't want to. You're welcome here anytime, woman. Alright, so let us do another reading for Rosie in the chat, a Celtic cross. Will she get the job as a DMC coordinator? Yes or no? Here we go. Will Rosie get the job as DMC coordinator? Alright, that should be it. King of Wands reversed. Three of Swords reversed. The Lovers reversed. The Nine of Swords. The King of Swords. The Five of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups. The Ace of Swords. The Eight of Cups. The final outcome card of the Seven of Swords. Alright, interesting. Let's see here. Well, this reading is much more of a yes than a no, because how you're feeling is the Nine of Cups, satisfaction, outside force coming in, Ace of Swords, a powerful new beginning, outcome card, Seven of Swords, can imply getting away with something, can imply roads less traveled, and so I don't know if this job is like unusual in any way, but if it is, that would imply more. Now, there is some concern with that Five of Pentacles in the near future, as if to suggest that, I don't know, perhaps as an aside, that there might still be like some financial concerns early on if you do get the job, but then after that, well, Nine of Cups, he's very happy and satisfied. So there's still, you know, the cards are still being a little bit nebulous about it. So I'm not going to say definitely 100% yes, but I mean, I'd say more likely than not. Job is closer to my house, lol. I see. Won't be able to start the job until August. Okay, well that might be, yeah, why we have the Five of Pentacles in the near future then. Okay, well then that's good then. That means you'll most likely get the job according to what we're seeing here. So, yay. All right, so next up is Elizabeth. And hey there, Crystal Ball. Would you like a tarot reading? All right, so let's see. All right, if you can leave me a donation of any amount through PayPal or Super Chat, I will give you a reading as soon as we're done with Elizabeth, who's next. I'm going to paste the donation link in the chat again. To make it easier. All right, so thanks for getting a reading from me, Rosie. I very much appreciate it. Next up is Elizabeth 111 with I'm a Virgo. What's new for me in love? I'm single. Okay, let's see. All right, so we would like a Celtic cross spread for Elizabeth in the chat right here, right now. The question of what is new in love? What is new for this person in love? They are single and they are a Virgo. Celtic cross. Let's see what we get. What insight can we gain into the love life of Elizabeth? And what is new? What is new? What is coming? What is on the way? There we go. Always gotta like make sure I'm in the zone when I do this stuff. The Hierophant reversed. The Five of Wands. The Page of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. King of Wands reversed. The Two of Cups. The Knight of Cups reversed. The Tower. Five of Swords reversed. And the Eight of Swords. All right, let's see here. Very interesting. Give me a moment to calculate here. All right, you're a Virgo. Okay. I'm also going to draw an 11th card for you to get more information, and it's the Seven of Pentacles. So this is an interesting dynamic. First of all, there could be someone new coming in for you in the near future with that Two of Cups card, and this person could be a lot of fun, a lot of romantic stuff with them. With the 3 5s, you got your 5th house of love and romance and fun all lit up with the Hierophant, the Five of Wands, and the Five of Swords. So that's very good. And Page of Wands, underlying energy, that new inspiration and new things happening. So, well, that's the good news. Now, the bad news is you did get the Tower. You did get the Knight of Cups, but you got him reversed. And then you got the Eight of Swords and Seven of Pentacles. So this indicates some kind of intense change that likely leads to, well, if not an ending to that, it turns into a situation where you're undergoing some kind of transformation, or you do, I hate to say it, I hate to deliver bad news, but you do eventually return to being single with that Eight of Swords. So, you know, it's a mixed bag, I guess. There's good news and there's bad news. I would say make the most of what's coming, like while it lasts. Just know that with the Tower card for the outside force coming in, it unfortunately likely won't last forever. So that is what we have here. But yeah, in the meantime, though, they're, 5th house, that can be a lot of fun. So enjoy it while it lasts, I guess, is the message. So, anything else I could clarify about this reading? Any questions on this? Thank you. You are welcome. And my computer's telling me there's some weather alert currently, I guess, for my area. All right, so anyone else out there who wants a reading tonight? And thanks again for getting a reading from me, Elizabeth. I really appreciate it. Oh, there's a dense fog advisory for my area. Cool. It's like we were talking about Silent Hill at the beginning of the stream. Well, apparently it's going to turn into Silent Hill outside. All right, so usually things on YouTube die down around this time, so guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, if there's nothing else in the next, like, I don't know, few minutes to 10 minutes or so, then I'll close it down for the night. Otherwise, I'm happy to stay here and read more cards. All right, so I'm getting that money transferred to my bank account, at least the PayPal money. And guess what, my dear viewers? Since I made over $8 tonight through PayPal, which means I'll get it very, very soon, probably tomorrow, I'm going to be ordering, as I mentioned earlier, a new external USB microphone to enhance the audio quality of these streams. All right, guess what, viewers? The new microphone has been ordered. It says it'll arrive between the 12th and the 15th. So, possibly in time for the stream that we'll be doing a week from tonight. And definitely in time for the one we'll do on February 16th, where we look at the Tower card in Tarot, the Tarot card analysis stream that I do on Wednesday, or I mean on Saturdays, typically. Or that I always do on Saturdays. So that is very exciting. Thank you guys so much again. Like I said, the donation money, some of it I'll spend on stuff for me, and a lot of it I will spend on stuff that will enhance the live streams. I've done that before, and I'm doing it again. So I cannot wait. We're gonna have nice, we should have anyway, as long as it works, as long as there aren't any like unforeseen technical difficulties, we should have nice, clear, pleasant sounding, high quality audio. You know, not exactly super top notch. It's not like this is hundreds of dollars or anything. It's just a $30 microphone, but the reviews on it are amazing. So yeah, we're gonna have some damn good audio quality in the near future. Hey, thanks for the donation again, Rosie. What would you like to ask the cards this time? Back with my annoying self. No, you're not annoying. Don't worry about that. You're not annoying at all. What might happen if I tried talking to Christopher? All right, let's take a look at that. So we would like a Celtic cross spread for Rosie in the chat right here, right now. The question of what might happen if she tries talking to Christopher? A Celtic cross on the situation. Let's see what we get. What might happen if Rosie tries talking to Christopher? Looks like that's it. Lovers reversed. The Moon card. Death. Four of Swords. Four of Pentacles reversed. The Sun. Page of Swords. The Magician. The Six of Wands. And a final outcome card of Eight of Pentacles reversed. Alright, let's see here. What might happen if you try talking to Christopher? Okay, let's see here. This is interesting. So, well, one thing that's really popping out right away is that, first of all, like it would follow this interesting procession. Like the first stage of things would be that it would likely be very difficult to see things clearly with that Lovers reversed and Moon card showing up. Difficult to have mental clarity on what's actually happening, and difficult to sort of understand it fully, difficult to see things clearly. But then we have the Sun, the Page of Swords, and the Magician. All of a sudden, after some time passed, clarity would be very much yours. Things would become clarified, very clarified, in fact. But then we go a little bit further to the outcome card of the Eight of Pentacles reversed, and all of a sudden, that clarity has just gone off the charts with basically too much of a good thing. Did I say Eight of Swords or Eight of Pentacles? Anyway, it's Eight of Pentacles reversed, and that can mean being too like narrowly focused on things, like not seeing the big picture, like being too focused on the details and stuff like that, and not, again, not seeing the big picture. You draw an 11th card is the Queen of Cups reversed. So basically that's a big angle of it. Like things would be unclear and perhaps even confusing at first, but then all of a sudden we have the Sun, the Page of Swords, the Magician. Things would become clarified eventually, and there might even be an exciting new beginning, or the potential for one in there somewhere, because of the Sun and the Magician cards, both talking about a new beginning, and particularly the Sun, a very joyful new beginning. But then you still have to watch out for that Eight of Pentacles reversed, where you might get overly focused on the details and not see the big picture. Other than that, let's see, because there is more here. You got the Four of Swords in the past and Four of Pentacles reversed in what you hope to achieve. So two fours, fourth house of home and immediate environment lit up. Um, yeah, I remember you telling me before that I think you said you work with this person. Um, lose myself in Eight of Pentacles. Would you lose yourself? It's a possibility, I think, but I don't know if it would necessarily be the Eight of Pentacles that indicates that because, well, you got the Moon card showing up for your challenge card, which is all about getting too immersed in things like the Neptune dissolving energy, too involved. Possibly, yeah. Like Eight of Pentacles reversed. Let's see, we've got 8 corresponding to the 8th house, corresponding to the energy of Scorpio. We have the risk of almost like an obsession, or if not an obsession, then I guess like you said, too involved. And even that Queen of Cups reversed that I pulled as an 11th card could possibly indicate that. So yeah, it's very interesting. It's like there's this potential, it seems at least, for this, happy, joyful new beginning with the Sun card, but then there's this risk of getting too focused on the details or too lost in the whole thing. That's accurate. Oh boy. Well, I'm glad that it's accurate. But yeah, as for those 4s though, well, at least 4 of Pentacles reversed for what you hope to achieve. You are wanting to break free from too much rigidity, too much structure, too much constraint. And it's Pentacles, which will refer to work, and so that could be a factor as well. So there you have it. So let's see here. And if you want me to clarify anything else, just say so. We'll see what happens. All right. Well, good luck to you. Good luck. It's like there's definitely the potential for happiness here, it looks like. Just got to watch out that things don't get crazy. All right, so I'm going to keep multitasking, as I often do. So yes, indeed, I am getting this nice new microphone. It has 4.3 out of 5 stars. See what some of the reviews say about it. Because I've looked at it before, obviously, and it has great reviews, but I just want to see again. See, this person says, great mic for podcasting, voiceovers, and basic music recording. Excellent microphone for the price. And this person says, lighter, better looking, and overall better sound than the Yeti. Espanol. I don't, well, I actually do know some Spanish, but I don't think I know enough to give a tarot reading in one. I'm sorry. I mean, I could try if you wanted me to, but I don't know how well I would do. No hablo mucho español. Lo siento. So let's see. This person says, I was skeptical of this mic despite the glowing reviews. Even the limited reviews on YouTube are good, with most finding that the limitations of the microphone are far fewer than its benefit, which frankly is its price. I picked it up for $24 on a flash sale, but it's well worth the normal price for how it sounds. Let's see. Wow, this person says that they tested this microphone that I'm getting side by side with the Yeti using the Yeti's cardioid settings to match the fines, or however you say that. Adjusted the gain controls to be the same in Windows and slightly higher on the fines gain knob to match the Yeti, so they were as evenly matched as possible. I cannot distinguish a large enough difference in the audio, flat recorded in mono with Audacity, to truly be able to justify the already discounted price of the Yeti compared side by side with the fine. Wow. And they're like, yes, the audio is just that good. I mean, as good as a USB mic is going to be. If you have the extra scratch and need more than one polarity pattern, then just right in front of the mic sides, then you cannot go wrong with the fine. So taken aback after hearing such good things about the Yeti, they both pick up the same background noises and feel very similar. When positioned about 6 inches from the mics with pop filters in place, my voice felt more natural coming from the fifine, or whatever it is. With a bit more clarity perhaps in the Yeti, but barely noticeable. What bassiness there was, my voice isn't very bassy, was to my ears better on the Fifany. Not like stupid bassy, but naturally the tone sounded more pleasing. That's what this mic will be, about 6 inches from my face. It's small, light, very well made, all metal, and about 1/4 the size of the Yeti. And the Yeti weighs a ton, and has some bizarre irregular threading on that, or whatever. Then it even says here, for professional streamers or people looking for a pro-level mic for doing voice/singing work, neither mic is going to be worth your time. You're going to want to use an interface, an XLR mic, yeah, whatever. Then like I'd have the money for that to get the sound as good as it can be. But if you're laying down tracks, writing ideas, songs, playing around, gaming, streaming, chatting with your friends in Discord, this mic is an incredible value. This person says loud and clear. I've tried various standalone mics. Wait. Hello there, Yog. Would you like a tarot reading? Send me a PayPal payment. All right. Pull it up here. Okay, I see that right there. Thank you very much. Other questions with that? All right, let me pull it up. Okay. I don't know if you want me to read the question out loud, if that's okay or not, but I do see your question here. I can read it? Okay. How is your final year project going to go? All right. All right, let's take a look. One moment till I get the cards ready, please. All right, hang on, I'm gonna question at the same time so we can really focus in on it. All right, so we would like a Celtic cross reading for Yog in the chat right here, right now, on the question of how is their final year project going to go? How is Yog's final year project going to go? Celtic cross. Let's see what we get. How is this person's final year project going to go? Celtic cross for Yog. How is their final year project going to go? Cards are just moving right along here. Looks like that's it. Tower reversed. The Star reversed. The High Priestess reversed. The Sun. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Ace of Swords. The Magician. The Six of Wands. Strength. And the Four of Wands. All right, so let me take a look here. Put all this together. Well, the very short and sweet answer, particularly with that outcome card of the Four of Wands, is it's going to go well. It's going to be a success. But the longer answer is that to begin with, the Tower reversed, talking about the avoidance of a disaster. So whatever's happening with this, you might like narrowly avoid some kind of collapse or some kind of disaster. The Star for the challenge card can indicate a feeling of like a lack of freedom, of restriction that you might need to overcome, or it could be a challenge to overcome with this. With the Ten of Pentacles reversed for what you hope to achieve, that's like saying you're hoping to overcome a blockage to your success, to the manifestation of what you want, the successful project. Now, the Ace of Swords in the near future is talking about gaining clarity on this. Your attitude or position on the situation, being the Magician, says that you have the skills and abilities to accomplish this, to do this successfully. Strength and hopes or fears. There might be a part of you that is concerned if you'll be able to have the stability that you need to do this, and the sort of inner peace that you need to be able to do this. But then final outcome card of the Four of Wands tells us you should indeed have success with this. And for those out there who don't know, I'm the kind of reader that wouldn't be saying that if that wasn't the truth, if that wasn't literally what I have in front of me. If it was bad, I would be saying so. Yay. Yes, indeed. Thank you. You are very welcome. I'm happy to give you this reading. I'm happy that it is going to turn out so well for you. I always love when I can give good news. It's always fun. All right. So who's next? Let's see. Is it okay to ask another question related to this one to know if I'll win a competition with this project? That might even be able to determine that in these very cards that we got for this reading. Let me see here. So win a competition. Well, that Six of Wands, I'm tempted to say yes, but well, I mean, I won't always do this, but I'll just I'll do another tarot spread on it, another full Celtic cross reading, just to find out for sure. Oh, the Six of Wands is falling down. Because that card could almost seem to suggest that the answer would be yes, but let's find out for sure here. Also want to remind those watching that I will also give birth chart readings for $20 for anyone who's interested. And of course, tarot readings I will do for any amount, as always. All right, so let us see here for Yog in the chat right here, right now. Will they win a competition with this project? A Celtic cross on that situation. Will they win a competition with it? Let's see what we get. All right, they locked already. Let's see. Judgment, the Hanged Man reversed, the Knight of Swords reversed, Four of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands, Four of Cups reversed, High Priestess reversed, and the Eight of Cups. All right, let's see here. Let's see if I draw the 11th card, what additional information we might get. The Devil reversed. Interesting. Well, the cards are being somewhat nebulous about it. It's almost like, especially with that Devil card reversed, like they're saying, you may be able to, but it could be a bit of a challenge to win such a competition. Let's see, outside force coming in as a Four of Cups reversed. That doesn't really help too much. Well, they're not really giving a clear indicator of if you would win or not, other than to say the outcome card being the Eight of Cups could suggest maybe like winning, but it would be difficult. There might be sacrifices involved. I don't know. It could be very tricky. And then the Devil card reversed, implying that you could perhaps manifest that kind of victory, but it's gonna be challenging. Because if that card was upright in this context, I'd be like, oh yeah, you'll probably do that. But it is reversed, and so it's like the energy's blocked. But so I guess that about sums it up. The cards aren't giving me a direct answer, but they are seeming to say, oh well, if you push hard enough, you may be able to win a competition with it. So that's what we have here. Then the Hanged Man showing up for your challenge card, seeming to suggest like if you use enough willpower, you might win. All right, thank you. You are welcome. All right. Let's see what else we have here. So yes, indeed, again, my new microphone is on its way. In a week or so, or whenever it gets here, the audio quality of these streams should go way up. Alright, well everyone, it's been fun, but I think I'm going to wrap it up right now unless anyone wants any last minute readings. So if you want a reading, say so now. Otherwise, I'm going to call it a night. It's been great. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for getting readings from me again. Got the new microphone on the way. Things are going to improve significantly. And I typically do these streams on Mondays, Wednesdays, and or Saturdays, in addition to some of my other streams that I do. So you can always subscribe if you want to watch to see for when I'm live, doing tarot readings for donations of any amount. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, also always do birth chart readings if people want them for $20 if they want to pay that. And then tarot readings are any amounts at all. So yeah, feel free to subscribe if you want to catch me streaming at a later time. And as for now, unless anyone wants any last minute readings, I'm going to close it down. I'll be back on Saturday with a tarot card analysis stream where we'll be looking at the Devil card this week. So that is the next time I'll be live. And then probably after that day, I will most likely do another live tarot readings for a donation of any amount stream like this one for anyone who wants that. So thanks again, you guys. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.